In last two classes, we covered the rectilinear motion for uniform acceleration for constant acceleration. Today we will discuss the motion of body for varying acceleration. Okay. So, let us take three cases when acceleration is constant, with respect to time. Okay, with respect to time, that type of problem we covered in last two classes. Okay. Acceleration is changing when acceleration is changing with time. Okay. Linearly changing with time. Okay. This is also the variation in parabolic manner. So, this type of thing we will discuss today. Okay. This is discussed today. In that case, equations which have been derived v is equal to u plus at. Okay, that equation is not applicable here. Okay, s barabar ut plus half at square. Okay, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. That equation is not applicable here. Why? Because acceleration is changing, acceleration is not constant, okay. That are applicable to this part only, that is applicable to this part only, and that we covered last two classes. Okay. So, what will be the procedure to find? Let us take v is equal to ds by dt. Okay, that is the velocity. Then acceleration is dv by dt, means d2s by dt, is equal to this one is v into dv. Okay. So, okay, that expression we will use to derive. Okay. So, here a is equal to, since a is equal to dv by dt. So, then what we have dv a into dt is equal to dv. Okay, a into dt. Okay, since a is varying, so we cannot integrate. Okay, we cannot integrate it. Okay. So, a this one a is equal to, if we are using a is equal to v into dv by ds. So, okay, from here what we are getting, ds is equal to v into dt. Okay. So, v is varying. Okay. Actually, this graph, okay, from here, look here, acceleration a is equal to this is acceleration, it is a linear variation. So, a is equal to, it is the function, it is a linear function in t. Okay. If and here it is polynomial function in t, 2 or 3 or whatsoever is this. So, here acceleration is polynomial function with order equal to 1 in terms of t. Okay. So, what will be this one v, okay, dv. So, here dv is equal to a into dt. So, if we integrate, then the order of velocity v, okay, that will be how much 2 polynomial of order 2. Okay. And similarly, this yes, since ds is equal to v into t. So, s will be the function of t cube, function of polynomial of order 3 in terms of time. Okay. So, that will be the variation. So, it means we will in this type of question equation of acceleration in terms of t, velocity in terms of t, displacement in terms of t, that will be given, and based on that we need to calculate the things, right. We will not use these equations, we will have this type of equation here, right. Okay. Acceleration is in order of 1, okay. Velocity 2, this is 3. Okay. In this case, if it is of order 2, then velocity 3, then it will be next. Okay. Let us take one example. A body moves along a straight line and is and its acceleration a, which varies with the time, is given. Okay. Varies with the time. Okay. It is 2 minus 3 t, 2 minus 3 t. So, variation of a is a 2 minus 3 t. Okay. It is linear, okay, polynomial of order 1, okay, in terms of t. 5 seconds after start of the observation, its velocity is found to be 20 meter per second. Okay. Body moves along a straight line and its acceleration okay, after 5 seconds. So, velocity, so what is given? Velocity v of after 5 at t is equal to 5, it is given to us as 20 meter per second, 20 meter per second, right. 10 seconds after the start of the observation, the body is 85 meter from the origin, means displacement is given, at time t is equal to 10 seconds. Okay. At time t is equal to 10 seconds, that displacement is 85 meter. Okay. Now, we need to determine its acceleration, velocity and distance from the origin. Acceleration, velocity and distance from the origin. Second, the time in which the velocity becomes 0, okay, and the corresponding distances from the origin. Describe the motion diagrammatically. Okay, no problem. So, here we need to drive we need to find the equation of v in terms of t. We need to have s in terms of t. How it will be? Look here, it is, since acceleration is dv by dt. Okay. So, dv is 2 minus 3 t into dt, right. So, integrate. So, integrate okay, v, it is v is equal to 2 t minus 3 by 2 t square and integration constant, say this is C1, C1. Okay. Value of C1 can be calculated, by this boundary condition. What is this condition? Velocity at time t is equal to 5, it is 20. So, using this we have 20 is equal to t is equal to 5 means 10 minus 3 by 2 10 is square 3 by 2 5 square 25, okay, plus C1. Okay. So, the value of C1 comes to be value of C1 comes to be 47.5. So, we have equation V is equal to 2 t minus 1.5 t square plus 47.5. Okay. That equation we derived. Similar equation we need to derive for S also. So, how it will be? We know that S is equal to dV by dt. So, dV by dt that is equal to no ds by dt. Oh no, this is explanation, ds by dt. So, ds is equal to v into dt. Okay. So, integrate it. So, we are getting S is equal to 2t. So, t square 2 cancel out minus 1.5 by 3 t cube plus 47.5 plus constant C2. Okay, constant C2. This value C2 can be calculated with this boundary condition. What is that? At t is equal to 10. What is the displacement? 85 meter. So, put the value of put t is equal to 10 and put t is equal to 10 and S is equal to 85. Okay. So, 85 is equal to 10 square minus 1.5 10 cube divided by 3 plus 47.5 plus C2, then we can calculate the value of C2. And C2 comes to be 10. So, finally we have V is equal to this one and S is equal to how much? S is equal to this t square. Let us write first of all which one? Okay, t square t cube. Okay, this is t na, this is actually also t. So, also multiply 10. So, 40 say this one 47.5 t. Okay. Then t square plus t square minus this one 1.5 by 3. So, it is 0.5 t cube plus 10. This is the equation for S. This is the equation for S. This is the equation for V. Right. So, now calculate acceleration, velocity and distance from the origin. So, from the origin means t is equal to 0. So, acceleration at t is equal to 0 will be what? Put the value of t is equal to 0 in this equation. Okay, in this equation. So, by putting the value what we will have? Value of a is equal to 2 minus 3 times of 0 means we are getting value 2. Okay. Similarly, velocity at time t is equal to 0. How we will get? We will put the value of t is equal to 0 in this equation. Okay. So, first of all, just wait. So, acceleration at t is equal to 0. This is 2 minus 0 is equal to 2. Velocity as t is equal to 0, it is 0 0 0. It is 47.5 meter per second, unit meter per second square. right, S at t is equal to 0, put the value t is equal to 0, what we will get? We will get 10 meter. We will get here this all parameter will be 0, full only 10. So, this is the answer for part 1. Second, the time in which the velocity becomes 0. Okay. We need to find the time when the velocity becomes 0. Okay. So, what is the time? Okay. Equate this equation as 0, equate the equation of velocity as 0. Okay. So, by equating this v is equal to 0, we can calculate the value of t. Okay. We have the quadratic equation 2t minus 1.5 t square plus 47.5 equal to 0. So, the value of t can be calculated, and t is 6.33. Okay. After calculation you will get the value of t. So, the time in which the velocity becomes 0, okay, and the corresponding distance from the origin, t is known to you. So, what will be the corresponding distance? So, S at t is equal to 6.33. How you will calculate? Put this value in this equation, to get the value of S, and by putting you will get 233.9 meter. Okay. So, this is the procedure of getting the values in case of rectilinear motion with varying acceleration. Okay. Set of these equations are available to us. Okay. And with the help of these boundary conditions, we are getting the constant and integrating the things we will get. Okay. Last one thing is describe the motion diagrammatically. What it mean? Diagrammatically means we need to plot v, we need to plot s, we need to plot a, Okay. So, it is very simple to plot, to plot this. So, how? So, plottation of A versus t. So, okay. Okay. So, plottation of here it will be time A and time t. Okay, time t. So, plot this one equation when t is equal to 0, A is how much? 2, A is 2. Okay. When A is 0, then t is equal to how much? 2 by 3. Okay. When A is equal to 0, then t is 2 by 3. Okay, means this one. So, this type of straight line we have. Okay. This type of graph we will have. Okay. So, this is for A. Okay. Similarly, for V, okay, 2t minus this. So, at time t is equal to 0, velocity is 47.5. Okay, 47.5. So, and further it is going to decrease. Okay. So, 47.5. So, you will get the plot like this. Okay. Similarly, for velocity is going to okay, for t is equal to 0, so calculate the value of t, value of v for t is equal to 1, t is equal to 2, t is equal to 3, and then you plot it. Okay, by yourself. Okay. Next, a particle starts with an initial velocity of 8 meter per second and moves along a straight line. Okay. So, this is the question of this is the question of rectilinear motion. Okay. Starts with initial velocity of 8 means u is equal to particle starts with the initial velocity u is equal to how much, it is 8 meter per second and moves along a straight line. Its acceleration at any time t, okay, acceleration at any time t after starts is given by the expression lambda minus mu t, means a is variable as lambda minus mu t. Okay. A is varying with time, A is varying with time. Lambda and mu are constant, lambda and mu are constant. Determine the equation for the displacement. Okay. Determine the equation for the displacement if the particle covers a distance of 40 meter in 5 seconds. If particle covers a distance of means actually displacement is equal to 40 meter and t is equal to 5 second, in t is equal to 5 second. Okay. So, this is the similar question, similar steps will be followed here. We will have we need to drive equation for displacement. Okay, equation for displacement in terms of t, So, we will use this one equation A, we know that it is dV by dt, So, dV is equal to lambda minus mu t, okay, mu t, integrate it. So, V is equal to lambda into t minus mu t, okay, mu t square by 2 plus c say c 1. Okay. So, we need to find the value of c 1. Okay, we need to find the value of c 1 and value of c 1 can be calculated only when we have the boundary condition. So, read question again, there will be some boundary condition. A particle starts with an initial velocity, okay, means at time t is equal to 0, u is v is what, 8, that is the at time t is equal to 0, initial velocity is 8. So, by this value of c 1 will be known to you, okay, this one, okay, initial velocity means v is equal to at time t v is equal to v at time t is equal to 0, this value is 8. Okay. So, c 1 we will calculate the value of c 1. Okay. So, what is that? Equate it 8 is equal to lambda is equal to 0 0. Okay. So, 0. So, c 1 value is value of c 1 is how much? Value of c 1 is 8. Okay. Value of c 1 is 8. So, we are getting v is equal to lambda t minus mu t square by 2 plus 8. Okay. Now, in question we need to drive the equation for s. Okay. So, velocity is ds by dt. So, what is ds? ds is v into dt. Okay. So, integrate it. So, s is equal to v is this one. Okay. So, in terms of t, so lambda t square by 2 minus mu t cube by 6 plus 8 t plus another constant C 2, another constant C 2. Okay. This value of C 2 can be known by putting the value of, by putting this boundary condition. S is equal to 40 at time t is equal to 5, at time t is equal to 5. Actually, then we are getting yes, then we will get the value of C 2, then we will get the value of C 2 at time t is equal to okay. So, if the particle covers a distance of 40 meter in 5 seconds and stops, okay, and stops, it is also mentioned, so one boundary condition is also there, and that boundary condition is what? That boundary condition is what? And stops. Stops means V at t is equal to 5. V at, determine the equation for the displacement if the particle covers a distance of 40 meter in 5 seconds. Okay. So, at t is equal to 5, velocity v is equal to 5. So, by putting this in this equation, we will get the value of we will get a relation between lambda and mu. We will get the relation between lambda and mu. Okay. To get the value of lambda and mu, we need one more boundary condition. Okay. We need one more boundary condition, because lambda, mu and C 3. Okay. Say equation 1. We two equation we have. Okay. We need one more boundary condition. So, so here how it will be? A particle starts, let us read again. A particle starts with initial velocity of 8 meter per second and moves along a straight line. Its acceleration at any time t after starts is given by expression this one, where lambda and mu are constant. Okay. Determine the equation for the displacement if the particle covers a distance of 40 meter in 5 seconds and stops. Okay. So, okay. So, using these two equations, there are two variables, the variables are 3, equations are 2 only. Okay. We will have one more, boundary condition. What is that? S at time t is equal to 0. What will be the displacement? It is 0. So, these 3 conditions we have. Okay. S at time t is equal to 0, we have 0. S at time t is equal to 5, we have displacement 40. Velocity at time t is equal to 5, we have 0. So, lambda, mu and C 2 can be known to you, and by solving you will get the value of lambda as 3.2, value of mu as 1.92, okay, and value of C 2 will be 0 here. So, the equation is known to you, right. So, equation is known to you. Okay. Determine the equation for the displacement. Okay. So, this was the procedure. This was the procedure to be followed in case of linear, in case of varying acceleration. In case of varying acceleration, in both problem we have taken linear variation. Okay. That variation can also be in terms of polynomial of order more than 1, 2, 3. Okay. We can also take another. So, the respective equations will change according to that. Okay. According to that. Okay. So, Okay, thank you very much.